turn it on, it goes up to the top while this one goes to the bottom.
Right.
Then, in this case, there's a controller that I didn't make. The controller holds them in that station, at each station for a while, and then they go back down the other way.
And they pass each other. And
they pass each other here.
That's nice. Well, so you've still got a little bit to do on this. Now, the windmills are powered. They're not running off wind.
No, they're motors down in the base.
Okay. You got a little tunnel there.
Mm-hmm. Actually, when the scenery is completed, it is supposed to look like a main line coming along here and then splitting into two branches. You're not supposed to be able to see that the two branches connect, hidden under the mountain.
Okay.
There is a special circuit set up here, because one of the things I hate about layouts that just loop back and forth is you see a train with a certain number of cars going down this way. A couple of minutes later, the same train's going back that way. Very dull. So what there are is a total of 4 tracks, and there's circuitry set up so that a train goes in and stops.
Oh, and another train comes out?
And, well, actually, a second train goes in, it stops. When the third train comes in, or you put it in the opposite direction.
Yeah.
So eventually you can have 4 trains there. And once there are 4, the first one comes out again. So you have a long sequence before anything appears to get duplicated.
Huh.
The same thing happens at the other end.
Wow. Now, where do the trains hide in the other end? Or are they just in a switchyard? Or do they go under the table underground or whatever?
You can look in there and see.
Ow!
Oh my God.
Oh.
I've done that. I know how bad it is.
Oh my.
There are 4 tracks in here, so again you can store 4 trains. Actually you store 3, and when the 4th one comes in it releases the first one.
But where does it go in? Where does it go in, and how do they get under there and then back up to here again?
I'm glad you asked, because that shows I didn't do such a bad job.
Is that underneath this house, or this whatever you call that?
No, the tracks start going down behind the train station. You can see them.
Ah, okay, yeah.
They disappear from under there. God, there is a lot of dust in here.
Watch out. Yeah.
And by the way, there are people in the station, and timetables and maps.
Now, what is this building?
That's not completed yet. That's going to be a grocery store. Notice I have some photographs from grocery store windows in there. And
yeah, it looks like a little piece of a circuit board on the top.
It's not a circuit board. It's just supposed to be AC equipment. I salvaged it from something.
Yeah.
I know. That's hilarious.
There's no Starbucks. Where's Starbucks?
Nobody makes a Starbucks. I like to do interiors in the building. Look at this. Machine Works.
Wow.
It's just amazing. Oh my.
It's got lights too, of course.
I assume the machines don't work, though.
You assume correctly.
Well, I don't know if it's safe to assume anything around this, this setup, because you probably have figured out some way to hide a little tiny motor in there.
Actually, my next motorized project
The junkyard with a
is I am
complete
going
junkyard
to cut
dog.
an airplane about this wide out of paper,
Yeah.
put it at the end of a whisker from a brush, which turns out, well, let me show you,
Go on.
and motorize it and attach that to a kid. So there's going to be a kid in the park who's running a plane at the end of a tether going around like this.
Oh my God.
But to show you what can be done, See this kid?
Which kid?
At the end of the...
Oh, okay, yeah, I see him.
Ooh, it's easy to drop things around here. He is going to stand up, and he is holding a string with a kite on it.
Cool. Now, what is this? What is the string material? Is that another brush whisker that you used?
I pulled it out of this.
Huh. Okay.
And it's nice and springy, and it's not as heavy as wire.
Now, those circuits that you said that you built over there, some of them were on PC boards and some of them were on breadboard material, I guess. Mm-hmm. So you didn't make your own PC boards for them?
No, I didn't do any etching.
You just did the breadboards and wired them up like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of stuff in radio that's made like that. They sometimes use even copper-clad board, and they use this method called